Why do... All right, hang tight, Patriots. We're gonna search for a sweet spot around here. All the flowers are blooming down there. There's violets everywhere. There's white ones. There's yellow ones. There's purple ones everywhere. All kinds of little yellow flowers. But we can't stream from there. We can't stream from the stream. Here's a spot. All right, there's life. There's life in the network here. Maybe this one will work. All right, there's life. Well, we're trying to get started on Freedom Corner J6 Vigil news and updates here. We'll see what happens. I am not... Astrovan Studios. Live TV, Patriots, live TV. All right, we're getting closer, we're getting hotter. Come on, come on. All right, here we go. This is Freedom Corner J6 news and updates today for April 15th, 2024. This is the we're reporting on yesterday's vigil from Freedom Corner in Washington, D.C., which was vigil number 622 in a row. And we're going to be just going over what happened at the vigil last night. It was another great vigil. Lots of phone calls. 1, 2, 3, 4 phone calls from J6 prisoners, all wrongfully incarcerated in FJB's little dreamland here. The FJB Catastrophe Project. Started off the night, Nicole gave a message about the upcoming events in the DC area pertaining to J6. And the first one is tomorrow, April 16th. There's going to be a Supreme Court hearing. Patriots are going to assemble in front of the Supreme Court. And Mickey and Nicole, we're going to see if we get any of our Patriots inside the courthouse to witness this case. They'll be ruling on the 1512 status. Judge McFadden has already let one guy out of prison until this ruling comes back from the Supreme Court. And because his whole thing is contingent on that, his remaining incarceration, if this is declared an invalid use of the 1512 law, then this guy will serve no more sentence time. And then on April 17th, which would be Wednesday, there's going to be a congressional hearing on the National Guard whistleblower who is coming out and saying that the National Guard was totally ready to go on January 6th and just never got the command from Well, we know who by now. We don't got to get into all of that. But for some reason, the National Guard wasn't at the Capitol after all these phone calls and dialogue between Trump and Mayor Bowser and Nancy Pelosi and all the minions. It sounds like our then sitting president got overruled by other people in the Congress, and that's why the National Guard was never at the Capitol on J6. So that hearing starts on April 17th, which I think is Wednesday, at 10 a.m. So if any Patriots can be down there, apparently it's pretty easy to get in on these hearings and sit there and watch these wicked rulers that we have expose themselves even more and make more history about how lame they are. Okay, and then the next big event will be Memorial Day in D.C., May 27th. They're going to have they're going to meet at Peace Circle, and they're going to do a Memorial Day march all the way around the Capitol. That's always a fun event. We'll always have riffraff following you around there with bullhorns and stuff. All the cops doing nothing about that. Usually we get a whole police escort, you know. They make a parade out of it. So show up with your flags, America. Show your support for J6. Show your support for Mickey Woodruff to get justice for Ashley Babbitt, the murder of Ashley Babbitt. And we got to come together and stand against this evil. We're not going to wait until Trump gets elected and he's going to go fix everything. This is how we, the people, fix these problems in our government. We have every right, we have every duty to do so. Peacefully. All right, so the first... Oh, and one other news information. Jessica Watkins she's a J6er, was in the Gulag, and we talked to her several times at the corner. And she has been saying about how she's writing this book. And finally, Jessica Watkins' book is out, and we can find that. I don't know where we can find it yet, but Jessica Watkins' book is complete now, and it is available. I don't have the link and the info for all that there. Still not seeing. Oh, there's my chat. Sorry, chat. I just found you. Oh, man. All right, let's get rid of this one. Let's put up the real Jericho. Watermark there. All right, sorry, chat. I had everything. Dead for Freedom on it with the links already. Unbeknownst to me. I'm clueless. Thank you, Dead for Freedom. All right, new Jessica Watkins book. There's the link right there, Patriots. You're watching awesomeness in action right here. This is professional modsmanship. Hi, Carol Burton. Ridgeline, Gator Girl, hello. All right. Well, that was a rough start, but we're rolling now, Patriots. First call tonight was Chris Quaglin. The Iran event, whatever you want to call it, had just happened, and he was commenting on it about how Iran sent 300 plus drones into Israel 2 nights ago. It was a great fireworks show. Probably cost a lot of money. Battle. I think we fund our allies there plenty. We fund our allies plenty, and we don't have to continue. We don't have to go over there and do it. They're both doing it. They could just figure their thing out, man. All right, looks like we had a bump in the transmission. We'll keep an eye on that. But we're flying now, Patriots. So yeah, FJB is funding both sides of that whole Iran-Israel thing. 300 drones, 99% of them were shot down on the way in. And that's that weapon system that we gave Israel, or they bought from us somehow or another. Or I think actually there were American troops helping them shoot things down over there. mind you, none of this would have happened if Trump was still the president. We had peace in the Middle East while Trump was president. And then there was a rigged election, and this imposter got in power, and none of this would be happening. Nobody would be dying right now in a war over in the Middle East right now if Trump was still president. Guaranteed. He proved it. He had it completed. And next thing you know, you put a clown in the White House, and you got war in the Middle East, right? Okay, yes, there is a Memorial Ashley Babbitt t-shirt available right there. That is on the 4ashley.com website. It's a new design. It's got the 2024 Memorial March on the front, just of Ashley with the flag, the Trump flag over her back. It's a really cool shirt. Little insignias on both sleeves. And it supports FreedomCorner if you order one of them. So you've got time. I don't know if we got time to get that shirt by then, but that's what all the cool patriots will be wearing at the Memorial March on the 27th of March. I guess you do got time. It's the end of March, so yeah, you got plenty of time. Well, not plenty. You got to hurry up and get it because you never know. The U.S. Post Office has a little play in that whole transaction. So we got to account for their wokeness and order early. How about that? All right. We got cyber attack confirmed. The FBI, 2 weeks late, but they're on the job now. I also saw that the people who died, the construction workers, have hired their own counsel, and they are going to be doing their own investigation on that whole wreck down there too. So I'm sure that's going to be filling a lot of our news cycle between now and the election. We gotta filter out what's news and what's not. That's the news, but it's not what's important. What's important right now is that election in November. And the J6ers getting these guys out of prison, man. All right, what do we got here? You got it, Jerry. What is happening? Yeah, I don't know about that stat. I never heard about 45 people died in Afghanistan under Trump, man. Sorry. Let's see a source on that. I don't remember that happening. How many hundreds have died under Biden so far? How many hundreds have died under Obama? Okay, and then Chris Quagland also, after he was talking about the whole FBI and getting in on, or no, FJB getting in on the Iran stuff, he was talking about the Arizona abortion laws, all right, since the Supreme Court canceled Roe v. Wade, an illegitimate federal law that should have never been in place, but 50 years later, Supreme Court finally reverses their course and sends this issue back to the states. And Arizona's knee-jerk reaction, I don't know what they just made it all illegal there. I don't know about this whole abortion issue. I'm glad the feds aren't in charge of it anymore. It's back to the states. Everyone in your states, you deal with it how you want, man. But let's not get too wrapped up in it, because what's the result? Tell your kids don't have abortions. But there should be a medical process available called an abortion between a doctor and a patient. You can't take that away from them, man. And if somebody else wants to go have an abortion, they themselves will stand before God and explain themselves at some point in their future. Well, we got to worry. We can't like make it illegal for them to harm themselves. Okay. But how much do we want to put on the line defending other people from aborting their babies? That is not a number one issue. What the number one issue is that they're throwing 75-year-old grandmas in jail for 11 years for going outside of an abortion clinic and trying to talk people out of it before they go into that abortion clinic. That's what should be illegal. But man, doctor-patient, get the government out of your medical decisions. There's state or local or federal, whatever you want. I know here in our town, they just decided there will not, back when abortion was available or mandated, they just said not in our town. There's no abortion clinic in our town. You had to have it done at the hospital, if the hospital would do it. You got to find doctors that are morally accepted to actually perform that procedure, because they are the ones performing the murder. So let's rethink our strategies, Patriots. I know it's a hot topic, and I don't want any of my daughters or granddaughters having an abortion, but stay on topic. What's important, man? We got so many distractions to just divide our own side all up, man. And that's what this, I think this is a play for that, man. Okay, David Geitzen was the next caller. He had a wonderful visit from his parents just recently. His parents came to visit him because he was having a trial in D.C., but then the trial date got pushed back to his next court date is the 23rd now. So they came all the way here to visit and attend his trial. They didn't have the trial, but he was able to visit them while they were here. So that's awesome, man. David Geitzen was in good spirits. He's done complaining. He's had all the negative thoughts. He's just thinking positive stuff right now, man. And then he got all into philosophy, and he was just rambling on about, he's got a lot of time to think in there, basically. And we do hear some like stream of consciousness conversations out of these guys all the time. And David Geitzen last night was one of them. And then also apparently they were having trouble with the AC in there. For crying out loud, the prison, it was like 90 degrees in there for a long time. And they finally figured out how to turn the thermostat button again. I think we might have made 300 phone calls again. That might have been the fire that was lit under their asses to, figure out that the AC should be turned on now. It's summertime. David Geitzen was also just marveling at the fact about how he has these little dreams all the time, and he escapes prison during these dreams, man. He's like there's little mini vacations that he gets out on. And then he also is now, they watch TV in there. They see the local DC channel. He's like, what's really weird, man, is like there's so many commercials on in DC for Viagra. And I just think that's hilarious, man. And I don't know. Guys, if you need Viagra, I don't know. I don't know what to say in that instance. Maybe it's all these old DC guys trying to keep up with the young bucks, on them Senate floor videos they're making. I don't know. The old guys, it ain't like it was. You don't want to, disappoint the young stud you found at the bar that night. The one that they're filming you doing it with so they can bribe you and control you what you're doing. Oh, hey, Jerry Plus, what's happening? Okay, what else was he talking about? Yeah, high percentage of DC Viagra commercials, man. So they must sell a lot of Viagra there in DC, man. And took 4 showers, got rid of the headache. He said he didn't have the headache by the time he was calling us out there. We'll just keep moving out of the Astrovan studio foot by foot here. All right, that should look a lot better right there, I think. All right, that's Max Network right there. Yeah, this isn't CNN, Patriots. This is old guy with a YouTube channel show. So yeah, he was talking about the jury selection with the Trump trial. I watched a little bit of that this morning. Crazy stuff happened today. I know, Jeff for Freedom, you said something happened to you last night while you were moderating on 4 Ashley channel. And I think the same thing happened to RSBN, man. All of a sudden things went whack, right? And then next thing you know, I'm in the Rumble chat on RSPN while they're filming Trump coming out of Trump Towers and, showing the crowds at the courthouse, which was there was very little crowds at the courthouse, by the way. And all of a sudden I got booted off the RSBN channel, and the moderator who booted me had like some snide comment about Vaseline and my mother. And I'm like, what the heck was that? And I tried chatting back right away, and I'm blocked. I'm blocked on RSBN, man. So somehow or another, they got a troll mod on the Rumble channel. So I went over to YouTube RSBN, and I'm telling the mods about it over there in the chat. And then they looked into it. I went back to RSBN, and I could chat again. So somehow or another, they had a troll mod on Rumble RSBN channel. And then on APN, the moderator there, Deb for Freedom, said that the same thing happened. Her chat froze up and she couldn't get back into it. Exactly like what you said happened last night on the channel while you were moderating. So I don't know if that's a new cyber attack that they can whack on us on these channels or what. So I don't know. We'll have to see what's going on there. More static. This is all they got. This is how they got to attack us. We can't just say what we want. They got to continually attack us, man. So James Grant was talking about the jury selection for that Trump trial is going to be tough, man. We should pray. We should pray about that, man. And then also about the Judge Meekin or whatever his name is. So I think the guy's got like tattooed mascara eyeliner on his face, a dude, really weird. And he must recuse himself. His wife has operated in an anti-Trump orbit, and so has his daughter. His daughter actually fundraises on anti-Trump stuff. So there is no reason why this judge shouldn't be removed if he won't recuse himself. And 1 million people could do that in a day. That's for sure. You can go clog that whole spot. And every one of them was saying about 8.2 million people in New York. And there's 40 people standing out there supporting Trump. And everyone that they interviewed, RSBN went through them and interviewed them. They're all saying, yeah, New York City's coming around, man. New York City's good. They're starting to like Trump. And I'm thinking, a new thing in America today is that an ex-president is under criminal charges. This is an event that has never happened in America. Never. This is a new day in American history right now. And in the 8 million people that are in New York City, 40 people came to stand up against that. I'm telling you, if that Trump trial was in Schneckersville, PA, or what's the name of that town? Schneckerville, I think it was, where the Trump rally was, where Sapphire Patriot just was. If that trial was there today, there would have been 40,000 people standing there, all right? So this whole thing, Schnecksville. Okay. Schnecksville. People razzing on me because I got that wrong, man. I thought it was a typo. Schnecksville. Thank you. I'm a Pennsylvania boy. I should not have slaughtered that name. No, Angelina Shanksville is where the airplane came down in 9/11. And I got them mixed up too. It's Schnecksville. All right, Schnecksville. So anyways, if that trial was there, there would have been at least 10,000 people there. But in the middle of the city of New York, out of 8 million people, in order to show up, you got to put up with their city. You got to put up with the stench. You got to put up with all the Democrats around there. You got to put up with people wearing masks all over around you. It's hundreds of dollars. So I seen this dude there. He had a Ford F-450 dually pickup truck, all decked out on Trump wrap and flags flying. to drive that nice truck into the... Anyways, that guy must have spent $500 to take that truck into New York City today. But way to go, Patriot. You made a show of it, man. He had train horns on it with a compressor, air tanks. It was great. You're hearing Trump train horns in the middle of New York City. So whatever it was worth, Patriot, it was great. It was great. So yeah, the courts are not going to remove this judge. The judge is not going to remove himself. We the people should be standing up by the thousands against this right now. There is no peers. There is no fair judge whose wife and daughter have extreme chronic Trump derangement syndrome. It just doesn't happen, man. Okay, after James Grant, Nicole. We got a roll call from Nicole. It was great. 229 names on that list right now, including Peter Navarro. We are in a new realm of American history, America. New realm. Sad day. Sad day in American history right now, Patriots. So that was a great roll call, Nicole. Thank you so much for doing that. Then we got a call from Jonathan Pollock. Guys sang the national anthem at 9 o'clock. Stand and sing for freedom at 9 every night, wherever you are. And sing it in solidarity with the J6ers in the D.C. gulag right now. And then afterwards, Jonathan Pollock, he had some great quote. He had a Ben Franklin quote. There's that one that goes something about if you got to give away your liberty for safety or for security, you don't even deserve to have liberty and you don't even deserve to have security because you just gave your freedom away to feel safe. You should make yourself safe, America. That's why we love our Second Amendment. That's why we're still here, basically. That's why we're still here. Jonathan Pollock also had a great Bible verse. It was Isaiah 40:28. And apparently he's reading through Isaiah because he's had a couple of verses out of Isaiah. And Isaiah's one to be reading right now. There's a lot of prophecy that's happening out in the Middle East, especially right now, that's in Isaiah. That is currently unfulfilled prophecy that's still in the scriptures. When you read the scriptures, there's stuff in the Old Testament that hasn't happened yet. That came from the prophets. And the destruction of Damascus is one of them. And what just happened in Damascus the other day? The Israelis came and leveled the Iranian consulate there. That's where like all the Iranian generals and diplomats and stuff are. That's in Syria. So crazy, turning pages in history here every day, Patriots. Every day. So that was a great Freedom Corner last night. Lots of phone calls. Good crew at the corner there. They did the God Bless the USA song at the end. It's awesome to see them standing down there. They are living in the middle of the sewer down there. Because D.C. ain't a swamp. It is a sewer. And then we all know what happened to Glory B's car down there. Glory B's, there's another step over the line for the first time that we're aware of. I mean, I've had them piss on my truck. I've had stickers put on my truck. But 2 days ago, Glory B's car got vandalized. So they're one step over the line. I heard there's a video out. We'll see where that goes. I heard there's a reward, too, for getting one of them to narc on their friends. They're such little snitches. Maybe it's worth a bag of shrooms or something to one of them. I'll buy any one of them a half-ounce bag of mushrooms if they want to give me a video or information that leads to reveal who did that to Glory B's car with conclusive proof. Half-ounce of shrooms, snitches. Okay, I know how they love mushrooms. All right, I got a lot of information, a lot of news and stuff here. I'm gonna try to read some chat. What is it's got to be like in the anarchy cookbook or whatever they call it. It's definitely a major pain in the ass thing to clean up, man. Everybody knows about eggs, you know. That's why it's such a thing when you throw eggs on some people. Hey, Sapphire Patriot, good to see you. All right, how are we doing on time? 36. Yeah, shrooms in a box of chalk. I'll give any of them shrooms in a box of chalk. Yeah, they can't resist that. Oh, that's great, Angelina. Hello, Lisa McNeely. Hi, Cindy. All right, we got Cindy and Angelina in here today. Yeah, it is sickening what happened to her car. They are in the belly of the beast, critical thinker. That's true. That's true. Yeah, and this whole Trump case, man, it's a new page in American history, and it's all bullshit. Yeah, it's a nasty mess, man. Pray for Glory B. She kept her cool so well there. Kept her cool so well. I did finally see the end of the one stream where she's walking up to her car and comes to the realization that her car just got messed with. It's not a sad thing, but she did not lose her mind or anything. You know, why do they do that stuff? I don't know. They probably want to get a reaction out of Glory B, that they would go, I made you say a swear word or something. But she didn't. She didn't, man. She even talked about praying for him and stuff. You don't do that to people like this, trolls, because it all comes back onto your head. The hot coals that you tried to dump onto Glory B came back on your head. They will come back and rest right on your head. And if you read the Bible, you would know that, okay? All right, so I was talking earlier about fake news. You know, this whole Israel thing was $1 billion fireworks show, okay? But Mike Johnson just said there's 16 million illegal aliens in here since Joe Biden took office, all right? That problem is way worse than we thought it was. The elections are still rigged, and they're still arresting J6ers and throwing them in jail. That is what is critically important to this country. Israel can wait. That is they can take care of themselves. We are not their guardians. You know, you see what I'm saying, though? So there's lots of fake news out there, and consider where you're getting your sources. And a new source, man, is Turbo Cummins. Turbo Cummins got a Rumble channel. He's been doing them music videos and having chats and stuff, but he's been doing a really good job of diluting all the news into what's really important on just one or two little clips off of mainstream news to bring to our attention. And I think he's doing a great job with that. So try to give him a little traffic there and save time. Just check him out first, and you'll find out what's. Hey, Will Rogers, good to see you, man. I love your videos. Can we put Will's channel in here? What an excellent job you're doing on just putting music in and editing them, man. They're excellent flag waving videos. I don't know which one of you guys is doing them, but that's professional stuff right there. Hi, Patriot Roy D. Uncle D, you're so observant, man. Uncle D. Too bad you're a troll sitting behind a keyboard you just watch this channel because I come outside, right? Is that what it is? I show you like a place that isn't a concrete city and it's outside. Is that why you come here? Troll. Well, try not to say anything mean there, troll, or you're going to get booted. Okay, and then what just happened in the House of Representatives, man? Did they just betray us again with the FISA warrant court thing? It has now been passed up to the Senate. The Senate has to save us now, and we know there's no chance of that happening, man. Yeah, Will's got a great channel there. Oh, yeah, did you like that, Cleo, the plant video from yesterday? I'd like to do that more, but I'm gearing up for action right now. But that was fun to do. So the FISA court warrant thing, the House of Representatives has totally dropped the ball and feels that they don't need a warrant to spy on Americans anymore. That's the Patriot Act gone rogue is what's going on there. It's been happening for a long time. It's how they spied on Trump. It's how they arrested all the J6ers. It should be illegal in America, yet 10 million people have not stood up against it yet. Okay, and then we got the praying grandma. I mean, all these things have been happening. This is just over the last 2 weeks. It's just praying grandma got convicted. There's a lot of fake talk. All right, so there's a lot of talk about who's Trump going to pick for the vice president. And do you see that this is a whole distraction argument about something that you have no control over? You can just, I mean, it's like entertaining to talk about it. You know, it's fun to think about who he might pick. But really, it's all just wind because he's going to pick who he's going to pick. And it's kind of like a waste of time, you know? So don't get all wrapped up in that either, the vice president talk. I did see that Taco Joe, man, First Responders Media, is in New York. Am I not mistaken about that? Which is going to be pretty cool because this New York trial is a criminal trial. Trump has to be in the courtroom every day on this trial, which effectively takes him out of the campaign Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday if they all decide to take 3-day weekends and stuff. So every day, this New York City better start heating up on Trump support, man, is what I'm hoping. I just can't bring myself to go there myself, but there's 8 million people there. And they're all saying they're all starting to see the light. So let's see you out on the streets, New York. You guys fix your stench that you created over there, all right? I don't care if you're a MAGA New Yorker guy. This is a fight in your backyard, and there's got to be 10,000 of you. So get to that courthouse and protest every day peacefully. All right, I got some crazy news about the drag queen story hour. So they're getting front page news here all the time. Today, they had front page picture about the size of your phone of poor Miss Amy, whatever her name is. Like when he's dressed up as a woman, he has a different name, right? But no, this was when he was dressed up as a dude. So I think it had his real name on there. And he's very... he's drained. That was the headline. Miss Amy is drained from all the hate. All right, because Miss Amy got canceled at the library because due to a criminal bomb threat. Who knows who put that out yet? We're still investigating that. And a fake bomb scare that was there. And so they canceled that event, but they're glad you're there. And they said, they opened their doors to Miss Amy and they said, you can have a drag queen story hour here in our church. Well, the church kind of got to thinking that, wow, they got all scared. Like, man, somebody's going to do something to our church now. So they said, no, because of all the hate, we're not going to let Miss Amy into our church. So hate is shutting down their love of the LGBTQIA plus community. So now Miss Amy's all distraught. She has nowhere to read to children in Lancaster now. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know when she's going to get the clue that you're fine. You're fine with doing what you want to do as long as there's no children around, because it's a mental illness and we don't want our kids infected. And it's as simple as that. But these people are dense. These people are dense. They don't seem to understand that. They think everybody is like them, and they're not. They are odd people, and they have certain things that are obviously wrong with them. Okay, we talked about the independent investigation on the Key Bridge already, FBI on the case. Okay, there is protests going on everywhere in the country right now. Angelina, I think, sent me some links. Ridgeline sent me some links on a protest at the Golden State Bridge. They shut down the highway there in Oakland. These are starting to happen in New York City, in DC, and it's the same kind of group of people join them, right? Keep trying, trolls. Keep trying. These trolls are unbelievable. They're trying to hack something. My security thing keeps going off. So whatever, man. We're protected. God keeps this channel on YouTube for your information. God himself. Patriots, we need your prayers. We need your prayers a lot, as you can see. Yeah, the protests are going off everywhere, so let's not forget about the Summer of Love, what they did there. They just whipped up everybody. They're trying to have a new George Floyd. They keep trying to fly a new one every week. There's a new black guy in Chicago, and they fired on this guy in a car for a seatbelt violation 96 times. That was the news when it first came out, right? Well, within 2 hours, we found out that, well, the dude had a gun. Well, the dude rolled his window up. Well, the dude fired 11 times at the cops first, and then all 4 cops unloaded on the car. And so they really, really need another George Floyd at this point. So just be careful. Just be careful, Patriots, walking around out there. There was just this massacre. Well, 6 people got killed in Australia, and they're trying to drum this into a mass casualty event, okay? The whole country of Australia is mourning and stuff. They're going through this. This is going to be in the news cycle for I don't know how many days. All it was, people, was a dude running around the mall with a knife, okay? One Patriot with a gun would have ended that after he got one person stabbed like 3 times and probably would have survived. So that's what happens when you give all your guns away in Australia. That's what they did. They had a school shooting, and everybody in Australia got brainwashed and hypnotized into giving all their guns away so that could never happen again. Well, you can kill anybody with anything. As Mag America's just made a video short about that. You can kill people with a toaster if you want. That's why we got the Second Amendment, Patriots. That's why that is a line in the sand. There's lots of lines in the sand, and we're like, people are lined up right on those lines, right in our faces everywhere right now. Okay, and then, man, I'm going to butcher this one, but it was a really cool story about a professor in a classroom, and the professor, he wants to prove that God doesn't exist. So he goes, he tells the children in the classroom, the college students, that, if evil exists and if God created everything, therefore God must be evil because he must have created evil. And if you create evil, you must be inherently evil, right? And all the kids were like, whoa, this dude's smart, man. Yeah, God must be evil because evil exists, right? And then one kid raised his hand and says, can I ask a question? And he said, sure, go ahead. The professor's all pompous and stuff because he's so smart. And the kid goes, does cold exist? And the professor was like, of course cold exists. And then the kid says, no, cold does not exist. Cold is a condition where the absence of heat is. Like, you can't measure cold. All you can measure is the presence of heat. So cold is a word that we use to describe the absence of heat. And then the professor was like, oh yeah, okay. And then the kid goes, hey, what about dark? You know, how do you measure darkness? Like, dark is a thing, right? And the professor, you know, very smart and all science says that darkness is the absence of light. So that dark is a word that we created to explain the absence of light. And in the end, the same thing. So let the kid argue with the professor. Said that evil is the absence of God. When you do not have any God in the equation, that is when evil. That is a word that we have come up with that explains what the absence of God is. And turns out that student was Albert Einstein. So thanks for sending me that, Ridgeline. That was really cool. I liked reading that a lot. And I know I just butchered it. I know somebody around here could tell that story a lot better. I didn't have time to take pictures of it and load it into the thing for the video today. I got it too late then. Ridgeline, has anybody info on Silly or Sunkiss? They're both hurting, man. Lots of Patriots hurting right now. I don't have any word on them, though. No. But they know we love them. We're praying for them. We got to continually pray for each other, man. Pray for the people that are ill right now. You guys prayed for me when I was down. I didn't expect that, but all prayers are welcome, and prayers are our power. Okay, yeah, we got the CIA involved. Lee Sorensen, how you doing, sir? CIA's in what they were doing at J6. All right, thanks, Corey B. Thanks. All right, so we got a good weather coming up here, Patriots. I've been watching the Weather Channel. And it looks like we got some good weather coming up. As soon as I announce what I'm doing, the universe conspires to keep me from doing that, all right? So I'm going to be asking for your prayers right now, Patriots. Here's what I want to do. I want to get to Freedom Corner tonight. I want to be at that Supreme Court in the morning and take it from there. Just get me to D.C. with your prayers, Patriots, that this van gets me there safely. The van's been running great. I got the resources. I can get down there. I got food. And I would love to do a Freedom Corner vigil either tonight or tomorrow, but I doubt I'll get there in time for tonight. No way tonight at this point. But definitely want to get on that Supreme Court protest tomorrow and live stream from there. You know, record that. If nobody else is going to be there, I want to live stream that. And then I want to do a vigil in Philadelphia. All right. We got a list of Patriots that are in Philadelphia right now. And I had no idea. This is an all-star list of J6ers. I mean, just really, really good guys that are currently, they've been sentenced and they are apparently now serving out their term. I don't think Philly is a transition point. I think these guys are going to be there for a while. And Taylor Jonatakis is in there right now. That's where they took Taylor last week or a week and a half ago. Jeff Sable's in there. Doug Wyatt's in there. Brandon Fellows is in there. Ronald Maccabee is in there. Reed Christensen, 74-year-old guy that wrote that book, Save the Kid. He's in there. And we got Laura Steele and Tara Stoltenmeyer is in there. So we got two female J6ers that are in that prison right now. And when I get back from D.C. on Wednesday, I'm going to really start investigating that from Google Earth. I know I used to live in the area. I would like to get down to the Liberty Bell area and have a vigil somewhere in that park. There's a nice park there. There is Independence Hall is right there. That might be a good place. And we're just going to hang out. And I got a J6 sign. I'm going to try to make another sign. But Patriots, I'm thinking 7 o'clock Friday night at somewhere around the Liberty Bell, and I'll try to put out more information as I get it on that event. I'm going to just stand there myself, and that's the plan right now. But we got to represent these J6ers, man. We are not going to forget these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them stuck in the Philadelphia prison. And the stories coming out of there are not pleasant, man. I mean, they got conditions equally as heinous as the DC gulag going on in there right now. So that's that. Now the whole universe is going to conspire to keep me from doing that, but I'm gonna press on, man. I need your prayers, and I've been praying about it too. So this is what I think God is leading me to do this right now, and I think something will happen. Something will happen for sure, man. We're going to stand peacefully. We're just going to hold signs. We're going to live stream from that area. It's a historic area. It's a beautiful area right there. If you don't go a block that way or that way, if you got to go 1 block to the prison, it is a shithole, man. So yeah, let's just raise awareness. Friday evening and around the Liberty Bell, there should be a lot of tourists there, and I think that would be a good spot to have a little awareness for America. Let them know the alarm's been going off for 3.5 years and they're still sleeping, you know? All right, man. We got that done. So I think that's the report for the day, Patriots. We're going to call it there. We've got Freedom Corner firing up. Troopers already on. I'm sure there's 10 things I forgot to announce, but we'll cover them tomorrow. I wanted to share just a couple pictures. From the Trump rally. And I got 2 really nice shots of Freedom Corner last night. Screenshots. All right, this is Jamie Crow, who went down there with Sherry, Sapphire Patriot, on Saturday. Got the front row seats and did an awesome live stream from there. They had that J6 flag, and there is no doubt about it. Trump spied that flag. Trump actually put out a Truth Social tweet with a photo of the crowd where that flag is highly visible. And our president saw us. And that was a lot of work for Jamie and Sherry to go through, a lot of expense to do that. And thank you, whoever funded them, because that was awesomeness. Awesomeness. All right, here we got a photo of both of them together. Awesome pictures, ladies. Look at you. This is what Patriot women look like, Patriot, everybody. Yeah, I love these pictures I got. Thanks for sending these, Jamie. Here's how close they were when they were up in that front row, man. Trump was right there giving his speech. It was awesome, awesome. I think I got, one of the crowd. I showed you a couple yesterday. I won't show them again. But this was like when they turned around and looked, this is what you could see. Crowd as far as the eye could see. Support for President Trump as far as the eye could see. In little old Schnecksville, Pennsylvania. It was awesome. The weather cleared too for them. All right, and then last night at Freedom Corner, We had all the flags out for a while. Young, showing his patriotic enthusiasm there. It's just good to see these patriots out there, man. They had great music going yesterday. Tammy, you took about 54 screenshots. Oh, Tammy, that's awesome. That is awesome. You got a place where you post them, Tammy? Go ahead and throw that out there. And then I got one more of our lovely, one more of Katie, man. God bless Katie. Every day, looking good, dancing good with that flag waving. A lot of days she's the only one, but she's all we need, man. What a patriot Katie is. One of the very few residents of DC that has been showing support for the Freedom Corner Vigil there. Another city where there's what, 1 million people there, 2 million people, and they can't even show up and show any support. And the opposition has dwindled down to pretty much nothing also, by the way. Where's all them 81 million Trump voter or Biden voters? Where are they? And I haven't seen a Biden t-shirt in a while. I mean, they should be all jacked, you know. Their guy is the president. When Trump was our president, we were out there, you know, just laying on the horns, had all the flags flying all the time. So yeah, Patriots, I just wanted to share those pictures with you. Awesome times. Good work, Patriots. We'll keep it rolling. Let's have another great week, another bunch of victories, and pray about that Supreme Court hearing. You might want to call your senators. Call to action would be call them senators and reject that FISA thing without warrants. You tell them you're an American and you think a court should have to have a warrant before they search, before they issue a search on you. That's just for the search. They need a warrant. They got to give it to a judge and say, here's the evidence that we have, and a judge has to sign off on it. So that puts a signature on a piece of paper that gives them authority. But right now, they don't even need that. They don't even need that, Patriots. They hate us. They've let us down time and time again, and the House of Representatives have just let us down again and sent that bill off certified to the Senate for their arisal, man. The FISA vote in the Senate, Tammy Green? All right, we'll sort all that out later. We'll see where the chips lay, and we'll report on it tomorrow. All right, Patriots, God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast, and I hope this information was valuable to you. Glory to God. This is Jericho, over and out.